Hey guys, Mighty Flame here, coming back at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. So what are we going to do today, guys? We're actually going to do a account review of my account and just show everyone sort of where I'm at in the game. So obviously I've slowly climbing my way up to the level 100, level 70 character. I've claimed all the progression rewards all the way up to that point. Got all the daily logins, all that sort of stuff. Um, let's have a quick look at the Great Hall here. So, nothing too special here. Obviously, a little bit of gold, but as you can see, most of them are just 7s or 8s. I've only got 2 10s, and the rest of them 6, 5s, and 4s. As you can see, I am sitting on quite a few gold medals at the moment. That's because I plan on doing a pretty big upgrade later on. I'm looking probably in about 6 months. But what this does as well is this keeps it relatively accurate for sort of the mid end game players, which is sort of where I'm at. So that way, hopefully, you guys can relate to it a lot better, and also see the fact that this Great Hall, it's not stacked, it's not adding a ton of bonuses or anything like that. So let's just have a quick look at the champion pool here. So obviously, as you can see, I have whaled out quite a bit. I've got some pretty stacked champions. Starting off with the dupe Torment. Now, one of these guys I actually fused. The other one I pulled in a Void Shard. I've got 2 Venuses. I pulled a Sir Nick in the last Double Void event. Completed the Arbiter missions, of course. Warlord, this guy's an absolute beast. Still of the Drakes, I've actually got 3 copies of her. So 1, 2, and I think I've got 1 in the vault. Yeah. Fortunate enough to have a Dracomorph as well. And let's just take a look at the vault here. So hiding in the vault, got a few more 60s in here. Scroll down a bit. As you can see, I'm working on quite a few champions as well. Yeah, there's a third still of the Drakes. So I think I've got 3 Kaimars as well. Not sure what I'm going to do with 3 Kaimars, but we'll figure something out. So as you can see here, guys, I've got quite a stacked roster, but I still only consider myself sort of mid-end game player. I haven't got those absolute beasts of a champions. For example, Mr. Rhodos here. During the fusion, I tried my best to get him done. I'd love a Rhodos, but I was actually just missing one of the rares that I just couldn't get my hands on, no matter what. But yeah, so what does a mid-end game player mean? So obviously I can complete all the dungeons, that they're all on auto farm. There's nothing in these dungeons that I can that I struggle with. If you've seen any of my other videos, my champion spotlights, I take all the champions through them on stage 20, clear it out no problem. Arena, I've got no issue with staying in gold 4, despite the fact that I just have a champion here to maintain my position here. Now, I don't even bother with Platinum Arena. The amount of effort and struggle that you've got to go through to get Platinum Arena, my account, it's just not there. I could get up there. I could probably stay up there for a couple of hours if I really tried. But this Platinum Arena it's just not for mid to end game players. The investment that you need to put in, like, you've got to be constantly refreshing, you've got to be very picky with your battles. A lot of the end game players, I mean, I've got a Arbiter sitting at what's she? I think she's 350. No, 326. So that's slow. You need to be upwards of the 350, 360 mark for your arbiter. Yeah, so I don't bother with Platinum Arena. I just stick to Gold 4, keep farming my medals, have easy wins. I've been testing out a few different champions for the 3v3 arena, which I've been testing in Gold 4, just to see how they stack up and how they synergize with each other. That's why I've got such a high loss rate. I normally sit around the 99 to 100% success rate. So that's pretty much an overview of my account, guys. Obviously, I farm Ultra Nightmare every day, do my 2 keys, do my 1 key on Nightmare, and I'm about to do a key on Brutal. This is just auto farm. I don't even have to think about this. And that's sort of where mid to end game players are. They're at the point where we just come in, we do our daily grind, and then go do something else. With all the accessibility with auto keys and auto farming and all that sort of stuff, I'll stack up 2,000-3,000 energy, hit auto farm, and then go have the picnic with the family or something like that. So it's certainly a grind at the moment to get all these champions maxed out to the point where they're viable. So the biggest struggle that I'm finding is finding the right gear for the champions. I'm being very, very picky with my gear. So if we have a look here, I'm sitting at 650 out of 700. Now, when we actually look at all this gear, you'll see that these ones here need to be sold. So the only things I'm keeping at the moment are 5-star epic that have really, really good base stat and also substats. 5-star Lego pieces, or 6-star epic and Lego pieces with good substats. So a lot of like this piece here, I'll end up selling that when I actually start clearing out my account. So that's sort of where a lot of players are. They're in this sort of limbo of mid to end game, and they're grinding out to get some really stacked pieces, hoping for good rolls, and trying to progress their account even higher. Now, as you can see here in the accessories, I've only got 220 out of 700, and that's because I actually maintain this very, very diligently. So a lot better than what I do with the regular pieces, that's for sure. So as you can see, guys, so this piece here, the only reason why I've kept it is because it's got a speed. If that rolls double speed, I might actually end up keeping it. And the same with this one. So for me to keep a 5-star rare piece, it's got to have some good stats on it that I like. Otherwise, I toss them all, just sell them. And this is what a lot of people are doing. This is what a lot of mid-game, end-game players are having to do to be able to min-max their account. You burn through your silver left, right, and center, but that's a constant struggle of this game. Faction wars. So as you can see here, I'm pretty far along. I haven't completed it all yet. Where are we? So we're up here. So I'm just about to claim this 756 reward. I believe, yeah, 756. So then we'll move on to this bracket, and this will be the last lot of rewards that I'll be able to claim. Now this section here, it's going to take me a long time to actually get it, because of the fact that there's a lot of dungeons that I don't have the right champions for. Like for example with Night Revenant, I just can't beat the boss. Skinwalker Crypt, that one's a real struggle for me. Demon Spawn, as you can see. The Orc Crypt, although I've got a Warlord, I'm actually going to be working on a Vrask to help my team out to survive a bit longer. Bannerlords, now I should be able to push this Bannerlords up because of what I pulled the other day for the Father's Day summons. If you haven't watched that video, guys, be sure to go check that one out. It's actually quite exciting. You'd certainly say that it's rigged, but I ended up pulling this guy. This guy here is going to help my Bannerlord team out immensely. As you can see, I haven't geared him out or anything like that yet. I've still got a lot of work to do for that. I need the silver to do it as well. So, alrighty guys, so that's the overview of my account. If you're looking for any sort of champion guides or spotlights or anything like that on any particular champions that you see I've got, I know that there's a lot of guides on the big champions, you know, like your Arbiters, your Lanicus, Martyrs, Valkyries, Seers, all that sort of stuff, Madame Cereses, Marshall. But if you've got a particular Lego that you see that I've got and you'd like a guide on, be sure to post it down in the comment below, and I'll certainly get to doing that champion straight away for you. So I'll just give you another quick look at the champion. You can pause the video and have a look through. And if there, like I said, if there's a champion here that you particularly would like a guide on, leave a comment below and I'll get to it straight away. Some people are going to hate me here, 3 cold hearts, and they're just sitting here. They're not even geared anymore. So, yeah, all right. That's the overview of my account, guys. Now, don't forget, this weekend will be Double Sacred event. As you can see, I've got 2 Sacred Shards ready to go. Hopefully, I'll pick up a couple more from Clan Boss in the next few days. But that leaves it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Once again, be sure to comment down below if you want a particular champion guide and me showing you that you don't need God tier gear to make them effective. Just about every champion in this game can fulfill a role and do what you need them to do with basic gear and basic Great Hall. Like I said, this Great Hall is not fantastic. It's not, you know, end game. I haven't got everything to level 8 or higher or anything like that, and I won't until such times as I feel that everyone's progressing in the game to the point where it's going to be acceptable for me to show the champions that are coming out and re-geared and all that sort of stuff with those higher stats from the Great Hall. So, yeah, thank you very much. Have a lovely day.